The new series of admin certification questions. In this video, I have come up with the new latest questions which are coming up in the winter 21 season. And along with this, I have something else to share with you guys. Before that, do hit the subscribe and the bell notification for the upcoming video notification. Okay, let me show you what I have got. So I have this document prepared from that screenshot so that you can read it without any hassle, and even the answers are marked. And I have two sets of this is the set 1 and another one I have is the set 2. Here also you can see the questions and the answers marked, and in some places you have the link to the references so that you can download. I will leave that link in the description and you can download, even in case if you're seeing in the later part, like spring or the winter 2022. I'll keep updating the link so that you can download the latest version of those questions which are running in the current season. With that, let's get started with these questions I have in this video. So see you there. Alright, let's start with the first question. An administrator for who's a major solar wants to allow internal users to view dashboard as a sales manager within a given sales region, and how can this be configured? So the first option, A, create a dashboard with multiple components, and B, create a dashboard for all opportunities in the region. So I don't think these two are relevant. And C, create a dashboard to run as a specified user. D, create dashboard to run as a logged in user. So the D, create a dashboard to run as a logged in user, will allow only that user. It's kind of a dynamic dashboard where whoever logs in can see the dashboard based on his access level. But here the question was to view a dashboard as a sales manager, so it has to be create dashboard to run a specified user. So I would say the correct answer is C. And if we go to the reference, yeah, here it is. Choose a running user in the Salesforce Classic. So when you're creating this, if you come down here and you can see choose the running user setting, it says run as specified user. The dashboard runs using the security setting of that single specific user. All users with access to dashboard see the same regardless of their own personal security settings. So if you run as the specific user, it runs as using the security settings of that single specified user. Here in this case, it is the sales manager of the given sales region. So the correct answer, I would say, is the answer C, create dashboard to run as a specified user. And moving on, users at Universal Containers have reported that related list on the Lightning record page for accounts are showing only 4 fields. They would like more fields to be visible. Which customization should an administrator use to allow for up to 10 fields on the related list? Okay, and the options are here: change the related list type to default, change the related list type to list view, change the related list type to enhanced list, and change the related list type to custom. So the correct answer is the enhanced list. Change the related list type to the enhanced list. Let me show you why. So I have this release notes of that enhanced list, and it clearly says take a related list next level. With enhanced list, you can show up to 10 columns and resize and sort your columns to perform mass actions and wrap text. So this answers, that's exactly what we need. Here we should be able to allow up to 10 fields on the related list. So the correct answer would be the change the related list type to enhanced list. Gone. We have A user's profile can be controlled by which three settings? Choose three answers. A assigned apps, local settings, security at the field level, feature license assignment, and record type assignment. So I think we can, by looking at it, you can say assigned apps. You can do the app assignment settings at the profile level, and I don't know what local settings, but I don't think it's the right answer. And the C security at the field level, if you go to the object field, if you go to the field pages, there on top of it, you can see the field level security. If you click on it, you will get to see, the list of profiles to whom you want to give access and you want to make read only. So that is about the security at the field level. And feature assignment is not uh, based on the profile, but it's based on the user license type. And record type assignment, yes, even the record type you can assign it to the profiles either as a profile or through the permission set you can do it. So the three answers are assigned apps, security at the field level, and record type assignment. ACE is the right answer. So let me take you to this reference. So here is list of user profile permission. So let me show you here. It's not direct, but I can show you that field. Edit read-only fields. Allow user to edit fields that are configured as read-only or due to the page layout or the field security. And also the record type. Let me see record type. Manage record types and layouts for the files. Yes, this is for the chatter, but let me show you on this tab. Like you can do, where is that assigned apps? Yes, here it is. Let me show you. So you can view and edit assigned apps in the profile, and also if you go to the assign custom record types in the permission set. So this is how you do it, but record type access can also be specified at the profiles as well. So it behaves differently in profiles and permission set, but you can do the record type assignment as also at the profile, and not the feature license agreement and local settings. So yeah, ACE. Moving on, we have which two statements apply when custom fiscal year is enabled, and choose two answers. Custom fiscal year automatically updates the product schedules. I don't think so. The defined custom fiscal year only affects forecast. It affects forecast, but only affects forecast is not the right statement as per me. Anyway, so C, custom fiscal year setting cannot be disabled. Yes, it cannot be deleted, but I can take it as not disabled if it's okay. D, custom fiscal year must be defined manually. Yes, it has to be defined manually, and I don't agree with B and even A, so I would choose the correct answer as C and D. Custom fiscal year setting cannot be disabled, and the custom fiscal year must be defined manually. Okay, let's go check this out. So this is custom fiscal year, and custom fiscal year cannot be deleted. There's no option of disabling, as I see in this documentation, but it cannot be deleted means it cannot be disabled in middle of the year if you have defined the custom year. And here are the steps for the custom year. It has to be defined manually. So I would say the C and D are the right answers to this question. Moving on, a user at some major solar attempts to log into Salesforce from an IP address that is outside the login IP range on the user's profile, but within the org-wide trusted IP range. So what occurs as a result of this scenario? Okay, so we can set the IP range at the org-wide trusted IP range as well as the user's profile. So now the user's profile IP range is the subset of the org-wide trusted IP. So what will happen if user tries to log in? So the option A, user will be able to log in after the computer is activated. User will be able to log in after answering on the security question. And C, user will be unable to log in at all. And D, user will be able to log in without activation required. Okay, here in this case, user is logging from the IP address that is outside, excuse me, outside the login IP range on the user's profile. So the correct answer would be the users will be unable to log in at all, because if your IP address is outside only the org-wide trusted IP range, then it poses a security challenge. Either verify your answer a security question or something like that. If your IP range is set on the profile, and if you are accessing outside the profile, it will not allow you to log in. So let me show you this one. So here in this Salesforce security guide, we have this login IP address range and as well as org-wide trusted IP range. So here, let me come here first. For all users, you can set the list of IP address range from which they can always log in without receiving a login challenge. So if your IP address with which you are logging in is in the trusted IP address range, then you will be able to log in without any challenge. But if it is outside this, then you will be receiving a challenge. So in our case, the IP address is in this one, so it will not get any challenge. But if your login IP address range is not in what is specified at the individual profile level, you can also set the login IP range address from which users can log in on the individual profile. So users outside this IP address range can't access the Salesforce org. So even though you are within the org-wide, but your IP address range is out of range in the individual profile, you will not be able to log in. That's the ultimate answer, I would say. So the correct answer is C. On we have next is universal containers using the lead assignment rules and record types. Sales team has the record type corporate leads assigned to the default record type. Okay, the sales team has reported that lead assigned to them are assigned to a different record type. They have requested to have all the leads required them to be assigned to the corporate leads record type. So basically, whenever the sales team gets a lead assigned, they want it to be assigned to the corporate lead record type. Okay, and how should an administrator configure the sales team's request? So first one, select keep the existing record type in the lead conversion. So if this existing record type is selected, I think if whoever the user who is creating based on his default record type, that will be created. So I don't think this is the right answer. And select preserve the lead status in lead conversion setting. So if you preserve the lead status, it's not going to help in the record type. So this is also not the right one. And select the required validation for converted leads in the conversion setting. So if you select this option, I'll show you that screen in a while, but this is for the validation rules. So you can either select validation rules to be triggered or not for the leads which are getting converted. So this is also not right in context with this question. So fourth one, deselect override existing record type with assign its default record type in lead conversion settings. And yes, this is the right answer, because there is an option in the lead setting, which I'll show you in a while, where you can select like which record type, whether it want to keep the existing one which user is creating or the assign is record type. So let me take you there. So this is the lead setting. How you can go, just in the quick find box, search for lead settings, and you are here. Okay, and here you see the behavior used when applying the assignment rules to manually created records. Okay, right now the record type setting is keep the existing record type, but if you click on edit, you see this option, override the existing record type with assign is default record type. So you can use this option, override the existing record type with assign is default record type in lead conversion settings. So the correct answer is D. Moving on, management at CloudKicks is requesting all the records from the custom object that are more than 12 months old and have a status of new to be deleted. What should the administrator use to honor this request? So they want to delete custom object records which are more than 1 year old with having the status as new to be deleted, and the options we have are data loader, mass delete, data import wizard, and mass edit from the list. Okay, so let's start with data loader. Yes, we can delete it. We can delete mass record with 12 months old record. So we can do it from the data loader. And B, mass delete is nothing but an app exchange. Basically, it gives you a capability of adding buttons to select records and mass delete. So basically you select multiple records and delete it. So that's what it's not specifically useful in this scenario. And the data import wizard, you cannot delete from the data import wizard. It's only add, update, or kind of absurd, I would say. So there is no option for data import wizard, delete option in the data import wizard. And the mass edit from the list, that's also not useful because we have to delete. We don't have to edit multiple records in a single go, but the data loader is the right option. Let me show you this one. Okay, so first let's go to the data import wizard. Let me launch the wizard and show you these are the standard objects. Even if I select what you want to do, to add new records, update, or add new and update existing records both. There is no delete options. Let me show you the custom object, and here if you select any of the object, even then you see the same add new, update existing, add new and update existing records. So there is no option to delete in the data import wizard. And coming to mass delete, so it's a mass delete standard fields from the list view. So basically you see this mass delete button. So this is a set of custom list buttons that you can add to a standard list views or related list. Users can select any number of records and delete them all with a single click. This you can do, but it need not be that in a view you can show or there is a limitation of how many records you can show and see and delete it. So I don't think this would be right option, because you have to have that particular view which has been set up to show last 12-month records and delete it. Okay, and coming to data loader is for the bulk import export of data, and you can use it to insert, update, delete, or export Salesforce records. So you can do it all from the data loader. So I would say it's the data loader to be precise. Moving on. Recently, one of Ursa Major Solar's competitors lost critical data after a powerful hurricane caused multiple power outages, and UMS needs to ensure that its Salesforce data is backed up and protected from such event. Which two statements are true regarding this goal? Okay, we have to choose two answers, and the first one is A. UMS can download an app from the App Exchange. Yes, true, that is possible. And B. UMS should contact Salesforce support for a free backup. I don't think this would be right, because even if you contact them, they would say that use one of our Salesforce provided backup service, or you can find one of the app from the App Exchange. So I would say B is not the right one. And C, UMS can use Salesforce weekly or monthly backup service, which is provided via a zip file. Yes, this you can opt for. And UMS can use Salesforce daily backup service, which is provided zip file. No, because Salesforce does not provide daily backup. It only provides weekly or monthly. So the correct answer is A and C. Let's go to this backup practice. So these are the native backup options available, like data export using manual and scheduled exports, and also data loader, manual on-demand export, which you can do. And you can also export data as a report, export of data via reports. So you can create a report and export it via that options. And with backup options, you have like change set, refresh your sandbox. If you have any full copy sandbox, you can refresh it to that, and migration tools. You can generate the XML or metadata files and keep it as a backup. And when it comes to app exchange, here it says like there are a number of backup solutions offered by our partners on our app exchange. So you can download any of the good app from the app exchange to back up your data. And also here, if you come export backup from the Salesforce can generate backup files of your data on a weekly or a monthly basis. So this is important, weekly or monthly basis, because there is no daily backup service provided by Salesforce. So that's how where did that go? Yeah, that's how the option D is ruled out. So the option A and C is the right answer. And the next question is, Universal Container has a new sales rep who will be responsible for the government vertical. All existing government accounts should be moved to the new rep using mass transfer for the accounts. Okay, which two records will also be transferred from the current account owner to the new rep in this scenario? Okay, we have to choose two answers, and all open opportunities or all activities or contacts are open cases. And this will be using the mass transfer of the accounts. So the correct answer would be A and D, which is all open opportunities and all open contacts. You cannot transfer the activities and the contacts. Why? Let's check this out. Okay, in the mass transfer of the records, if you scroll down, these are the steps how to create mass transfer of the records. And here in the step 6, you can see that when transferring accounts, you can transfer open opportunities not owned by the existing account owner, and 2, transfer closed opportunities, 3, transfer open cases owned by existing account owner, and 4, closed cases, and keep the account team and keep team on all opportunities. So there is no option to select activities or the contacts, so it will be like open opportunities and open cases as per this document. So the correct answer is A and D. And moving on, we have Ursa Major Solar needs to transfer records from one user to another during the mass transfer of the account records. Which two record types can be used for this transfer? This is more or less the same on the same topic on the mass transfer of the accounts. So we have closed cases, related custom object records, open cases, and closed activities. We have seen in the previous question that closed activities and contacts are not available for the transfer, and even the related custom object. So I would say the correct answer as A and C. Let's go check out again if you want. Like these are the options, like transfer open opportunities, transfer closed opportunities, transfer open cases, and transfer closed cases. So that's all we have the options here, open cases and closed cases. There is nothing about related custom object and closed activities. So A and C would be the right answer. Okay, that's it for this video, and do subscribe and follow this channel. Also do check out the description, links in the description. Also there will be links to download the winter or any other relevant questions which are updated, which I have access to. I'll share it with you guys. You can download and prepare for your exams. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.